Hello and welcome to another fantastic video on Back of the Net. We're here today looking at the funnel forecast, and Tony's made his predictions.
And the cross by Heffernan, and was that a foul? It's a goal anyway from Funnell.
Tony's not here today, but somebody else is. Hello, Sam.
I don't look quite like Tony, do I? But thankfully, I'm not doing the predictions because it's all being done remotely. Everything's remote these days, isn't it, Tony?
It is indeed. And Tony Funnell did a fantastic job of sending them in from his lounge at home.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Funnel Forecast. It's great to be back. Football's back again. It's so exciting. Right, this week's matches, I can see first two games come up on the Wednesday. We've got Aston Villa versus Sheffield United. I'm going for a draw. And then we've got Manchester City versus Arsenal, and I'm going for a Manchester City home win. Then we go to the Friday fixtures. We've got Norwich versus Southampton first up. I'm going to go for a away win for Southampton. Then we got Spurs, Man United, and I'm going for a away win again, Manchester United. Then we go to the Saturday fixtures. First up is Watford versus Leicester, a Leicester away win. Then I'm going for a draw, Brighton versus Arsenal. And then we have West Ham versus Wolves. I'm going for a away win for Wolves. And the last one there, the evening fixture, Bournemouth versus Crystal Palace. I'm going for a Bournemouth win. Then we go to the Sunday fixtures, Newcastle, Sheffield United, draw. Villa versus Chelsea, another draw. And then we have Everton versus Liverpool, away win for Liverpool. And I think that works out. I've got 2 home wins I picked, 5 away wins and 4 draws. Fingers crossed. See you next week. All the best.
So there we go. You might notice at the end, I decided, because he didn't say the Man City Burnley one, and he just completely left it out, and that's on the Monday night. But what I did, in fairness, I decided to toss a coin, heads or tails, and it landed on Burnley. Tony, let's just have a look at these predictions. This is what he's gone for. We can't really go for a Burnley win, can we? I mean, the coin can't decide.
I don't think so. I don't think so. What kind of coin did you use?
Yeah, perhaps the coin can't speak, can it? So shall we put a Man City win in? I think we're going to have to, aren't we? Because that's the only feasible result.
I think so. But if anyone out there is watching this video and they disagree with this notion of ours, then we'll toss a coin on another one later on in the season, maybe, to make up for it.
Let's go through these then. Do you think any of Tony's predictions are not so great, or do you think they're probably about right?
Yeah, it's really interesting. When I look at these, and I do this with Tony every week, and he does try and stay as best as he can, as neutral as he can. But I'm always sort of thinking, well, what's best for Bournemouth at the same time? So it is quite tricky. I suppose the Villa Sheffield United's, that's a nice little draw for us. I quite like that one. And there are some obvious ones in there, like the Liverpool one, and he always plants for Man United. And Bournemouth.
Of course. So let's see where this actually leaves us in terms of what we can put on. So as you can see, this is the Sky Bet account here, and there we go. Those were the bets that were placed. We had to bet. We basically divided the balance that was in there. I think it was like £20.47 or something. We divided that 12 ways. Obviously after this match week, it'll be dividing it by 10. So putting them on singles, we could make a family fortune of £49.90.
Wow.
That wouldn't be a bad turnaround, but that does involve us getting every single fixture right. And I think last time, obviously, we started off with 20, and we made a profit of 47 whole pence.
Yeah, and to be fair, Tony's last set of predictions he did, which we never showed. I don't think they ever came out on the channel, because the last prediction that he made was, will there be Premier League football this weekend, Tony? And he confidently said yes. That was 10 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It's been crazy.
Yeah.
But let's switch on to Bournemouth. How are you feeling ahead of Saturday? Are you nervous or quietly confident, or what?
Do you know, the nearer we get to it, the more excited and confident I'm getting. The pictures that are coming out of the football club, I think the team look tremendous. They look fit. I'm a bit worried that it doesn't sound like we've played much in terms of competitive warm-up. A lot of other teams have been able to play against other local teams in kind of a build-up game. That might have something to do with there's a rule on how far our players are allowed to travel to games.
Yeah, that's right. So, is it like 90 minutes or something? I can't remember.
Yeah. So who would that leave? Premier League teams, Southampton. Well, they're not going to play us,
no.
Especially not with a fixture coming up against them at the end of the season. So I think we've been limited in that way, and it's interesting to see who's been on those pitches.
Yeah.
For those training photos.
Lots of people have been saying that there's been a distinct lack of Philip Billing on some videos, and others haven't seen David Brooks. But then you've watched other videos and they've been there. So I think that I'm sure there's something tactical behind it, because everything is premeditated with Eddie Howe. So much so in terms of the videos that are produced by AFCB TV, there may be specific instruction that said, just maybe don't film him or don't film this. Been really interesting. Have you actually seen Man City TV, their official channel? They did a really good documentary. They're sort of releasing the first one free on YouTube about how they've been dealing with the whole virus. It's really absorbing. It's a 30-minute documentary. I do advise you check it out. What I'll do is I'll pop it in the description below. Actually, it's a really good watch. But the club have had to do a lot, and you just wonder how the BBC are going to be covering it on Saturday night, because there could be all sorts, and apparently red buttons sound into the ground and all sorts, mate.
Yeah, it sounds bizarre, doesn't it? I mean, how they're trying to get fan presence, aren't they? How are they going to do that? No idea. There's been so many different ideas. I'll be really interested to see what they can do. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Premier League game on the BBC, first one.
Gonna be mad. So yeah, the funnel forecast, just a reminder of his predictions. We've changed the last one. The coin spoke, but we've changed it to what it should be. There we go. And just to remind you what's happening at the very start, it's called the 100 funnel fixtures, and we basically gave an ex-pro, Tony Funnell, who's been on the channel before. Check the card in the corner there to see an interview with him and Keith Williams, because that was a classic. Do check that out. And we gave him 20 quid. And each and every week we place a single bet on. So we split it between 10. So obviously for the first week, it was £2 a bet, and see how it does. So yeah, 47p profit. We bet with the remaining. If there's money to be made, we'll ask Tony what charity he wants it, to donate it to. If we end up with nothing, we'll donate 20 quid anyway, so no one loses out. And yeah, hopefully we'll be sitting with 50 quid in our account by Monday, but it's all going to be televised. How many of the games are you going to be watching, Tony?
I'm going to try. I think the way I'm attacking it is this. I'm going to try and make sure that obviously I watch Bournemouth games.
Yeah.
And then my second priority is to watch the teams that we haven't played yet this season, or the teams we've got left to play this season, rather, because I think that will be interesting to see. And I'm really interested in see how the home away balance is affected.
Good point. Yeah.
Eddie Howe was on AFC Bournemouth, their one of their podcasts videos the other day, and he was saying that he thinks they're going to find it hard without fans in the stadium, but equally he thinks other teams are going to find it hard, and they think that they might be able to upset the apple cart a little bit.
Oh, just imagine. Yeah.
Well, should be interesting to see what happens. Thank you, Sam, for joining us here in the absence of Tony. Tony will be sending in his videos on a weekly basis, and we'll see you again soon.